I would tell you one of the most common ways to get great value out of managed services is pick a functional role that needs to be performed in IT and let a managed service provider like us take that over. So let me give you a good example. Patching systems is one of the most common things that's got to happen all the time, whether it's server, cloud environments, devices, mobile devices even. That needs to take place literally almost every day of the week. We can do that as a managed service provider much more efficient than most of the clients that we work with every single day because we're doing it across such a wide range of different roles and responsibilities and environments that we know exactly how to perform that better than the client themselves most often. Let's take something like the energy corridor, right? Energy companies today, they have a phenomenal amount of compliance that they have to keep up with, and the regulatory aspects are just ratcheting up almost every single day in terms of doing that. When a managed service provider like us comes in and takes over the patching, what we call return to state for when something doesn't work the right way, answering the telephone for them if it's the support desk function, managing a basic application such as Office 365 or some of our partner applications that we sell at massive scale, we're taking time away from that IT team that they don't have to deal with that day-to-day rote type of activity. What we do is allow them then to free up what they know about the technology state that they have as an energy producer, and then how to add additional value, how to bring additional availability through value-added projects. That takes a confluence of two different skill sets for them, the technology that they have, but also what they know about the energy business. So I can have teammates help them all day long that don't have to necessarily know a ton about the energy business, but they know how to patch, return to state, answer the phone, be responsible for great client outcomes. We want to have a personal relationship. That familiarity is certainly something that we want to have and be organized in a way that we still treat them like the client. We all like that social experience to have with someone. Don't just resolve my problem, but treat me like a human being. And we try to protect that. In terms of response, we want to be very responsive. We have published SLAs, and in terms of those SLAs, we want to do things very well. In managed services, in fact, our core SLA for almost everything is 15 minutes to respond to any type of incident. And then after that, we have different resolution periods depending on what they are. The fastest actually is what we call a P0 type of an event. We actually are typically will contractually resolve that in 1 hour. Ownership's incredibly important, and you know, such a big topic. I mean, on one side I would say let's take 20 minutes to talk about ownership, but I think it really comes down to one key word as a managed service provider, and that's accountability for the outcome. At the end of the day, we can't just take on the responsibility of performing the work without making sure the work is actually effective for the client. And so that level of ownership, or we use the word accountability, is just incredibly important for our clients and for all of our teammates to be thrilled, thrilled about being great owners, but again, especially accountable to the outcome from the client. One of the things that we're doing is we're managing over 1.5 million devices, not including mobile devices. We've actually just exceeded 1.2 million mobile devices today, and with one client alone, well exceeding 900,000 devices. So you can see we're at very large scale in terms of managing devices for clients around the globe right now. One of the most, I would say, important developments as far as clients and win states in the most recent 12 months for us is a very large retailer came to us wanting to deploy over 1 million phones to their associates. And in that deployment, they wanted them also to land in a managed state. They didn't want to deal with the deployment. They didn't want to deal with the phone calls coming in, the advanced ship exchange, the break fix, all of the things that take getting that device in the hands of literally their retail associates. And so we took that over. We did it as a managed state from the very beginning. So nothing was done as a project and then handed off to the managed. We worked at it to becoming a managed outcome for the client from day one. So every aspect of that was completely crafted to make sure that their IT team did not have to deal with the deployment issues or those support issues, but most important, that whole managed state of over 1 million devices. And we just extended that project and added another 300,000 devices. I think it speaks specifically to the scale of managed outcomes here at Insight. It's a phenomenal story.